Hi, I'm Pastor Tom Eggebrecht, here for another ministry moment to help your ministries move forward according to God's will. In this series of 6 videos, we want to once again rethink ministry post-COVID. Yes, we know that lockdowns are no longer happening and people have mostly returned to normal life, whatever that is. But the impact and fallout of those trying days of 2020 and 2021 remain. In some ways, we're still recovering from it all and attempting to figure out what it all means for ministry in our churches and schools. I'd like to kick off this series by reminding you to determine and remember your God-given life's purpose. In other words, what is your why? Your why is the thing that gets you out of bed every morning by the grace of God and inspires you to move forward in ministry by the grace of God. But the busyness of everyday ministry often crowds out our purpose and may lead to an aimless sense of direction. As Christians, our why is of course rooted in our baptismal identity as God's children and heirs. As pastors and leaders, our why is also rooted in the fact that we have been called and sent by God to serve Him as we serve His people. In order to overcome a potential or actual aimlessness in life or ministry, try these 3 steps. First, begin by taking a moment right now to think about what it is that got you into ministry and service to the church in the first place. The Holy Spirit was obviously at work, but the Holy Spirit used and uses your specific gifts, talents, and abilities in special ways to serve. What are those things? What is it about your service in the kingdom that brings you energy and enthusiasm? Why is it important to you that people hear the gospel of Jesus Christ for the forgiveness of sins? Second, figure out how your why flows into the identity and purpose of your congregation. In other words, what is unique about the local ministry of your church? How would your members describe the identity of your congregation? And what is the unique local purpose of your church? When you articulate those things, you will begin to see how your God-given gifts, talents, and abilities, your why, is the perfect match for the congregation into which Jesus has called you. And finally, third, combine all these things to create a plan for ministry that will carry you through the next years of ministry. Based on your why and the identity and purpose of your church, create a plan that includes goals that will become markers along the way toward a ministry that loves God, serves people, proclaims the gospel, and connects disconnected people to Jesus. The result of all this will be that you are re-energized for ministry. Your congregation will be excited to lean into a plan, and you will get out of bed every morning with excitement and determination to expand ministry. If you need help thinking through all this and creating a ministry plan, our LCEF Ministry Clarity process can help you solve the problems of lack of direction, lack of a plan, or simply a lack of energy and excitement. We'd love to be of assistance. To find out more about this, connect with your LCEF District Vice President or email us at ministry.solutions@lcef.org.